Hello Bacha Party, how are you all? Today we are going to start with the next topic, that is the body movement. We have already discussed so much about this lesson. Okay, now basically we'll just have a recap what we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, we have already with the Zoom classes we have already discussed this lesson. Okay, now first of all, chapter content. What are the chapter contents in this chapter? Basically in this chapter we are going to study about the locomotion and body movements in the animals, then human body and its movements, then bone joints, different types of joints, then skeleton system, various organs which consist by the skeleton system, then how do muscles move the bone, then gets of the animals, different types we are going to the different animals we are going to discuss in this topic. Okay, gates of animal. Now let we start first of all with as the chapter name movement, what does exactly means by movement. Okay, and the before start with the movement, first of all we will just discuss about the locomotion. Okay, locomotion means what? All the living organisms, you will see they move from one place to another. Okay, means they locomote from one place to another. That is nothing but called as a locomotion. All living organisms move from one place to another. Okay, the movement occur by the whole body of an organism. Okay, or only in a certain part of it. Means any organism when it moves, for the locomotion, when it moves from one place to another, not the whole part. Few animals are using whole part and few animals are using certain parts of the body for the locomotion. Okay, means here we can say that in a locomotion, whole body, particularly not whole body but particularly a part of the body is used for the locomotion. Okay, if you talk about the snake slither from one place to another. Okay, now for the slither, for the slithering of the snake, it moves the whole body. Okay, that means here the whole body, for the snake whole body is used. Okay, same way if you talk about ourselves, so we are moving from one place to another with the help of legs, birds with the wings, then cows with the legs, fish has tail and fins to move from one place to another. Okay, now why this locomotion is important? Okay, mean how this locomotion helps the animal. Basically, locomotion helps animal to move from an unfavorable environment to the favorable environment, or to find the food or shelter or water. Yeah, protect themselves from the animals, from the enemies, or sometimes animals locomote from one place to another in search of partners, or to find a suitable place for the laying eggs or rearing their young one. If you have seen the cat, basically cat moves its kittens. Yes, basically when they were very small, that time cat moves with its kittens from one place to another. Yes, that means that means nothing but a locomotion, means movement of an organism bodily from one place to another is called a locomotion. Okay, now we will discuss about the movement. Body movement I am talking about. Okay, body movements means change in the position of any part of the body. Okay, with respect to its axis. Okay, with respect to its axis is called as a locomotion. Oh sorry, it called as a movement. For example, if you talk about the you nod your head, that is nothing but a movement of your head. Then you are when you are eating, that time your teeth, the movement of the teeth and the jaw is nothing but a movement. Then the blood circulation in whole our body, that is movement. Heart muscles, our heart pumps the blood, yeah, in a respiration. Our lungs moves, our diaphragm moves. Then eyelids, when we blink the eyes, that is nothing but a movement. Means here we can say that movement is a change in the position of any part of the body with respect to its axis. That is nothing but a movement. Okay, there are a few animals like sponges, corals, yeah, sea amoebas. They are they shows this movement basically. Or few, they are stationary, means they are stationary means they do not move from one place to another. How fish swim in the water, but corals, the sponges, they are animals, they are stationary, means they stick on one place. Okay, they do not, locomotion does not takes place in sponges and corals. Okay, but body movement takes place in sponges and corals. Clear? Okay, now if we'll talk now here, uh, if you talk about the human body and its movement. Okay, if you'll see your hand, your basically your body, maximum part of body has a little bit flexibility. Okay, they are flexible. Why these parts are flexible? Suppose something you have tied with your hand. Okay, suppose you have taken a scale, and scale you tied on your elbow. Do you able to move your hands? No. But when we'll remove that, you, as usual, if you'll see, we are able to move our hands, our neck, our fingers, then our legs, elbows, every, all the organs, yeah, all parts, body parts, we are able to move. But why this happen? This is happen because in our body, basically in our body, there in our body, there are two joints of the two or more than two bones. Okay, and because of that joint, the location where the two or more bones are joined are called as bone joints. And because of these bone joints only, we are able to move. Our body has a flexibility because of the bone joints. It may be called as a bone joints, or simply you can say joints. Okay, if you talk about these joints, all our movements are brought by the joints and the muscles present in our body. Because of the muscles and because of the joint, we are able to move. Basically, at the joints, these bones are held together by the ligaments. By the ligaments is nothing but a white tissue which are present in our body, and we joined two bones together. This ligament is also used to fix a body organ in their respective places. Why our heart is in on its own place? Because of the ligaments. With the ligaments means nothing but, in your language, it acts as a glue. Okay, it sticks the organs. Okay, same way these two bones are joined with each other with the help of ligaments. Okay, if you talk about the joints, all total our body is made by the 206 bones, and these all bones are joined with each other. Okay, there are in our body, there are some part where our bones are not movable, they do not move, but they are there are more than two or three bones joined together, but they are not movable, and that's why those joints are called as a fixed joints or they are called as a they are called as a unmovable, yeah, immovable joints. Okay, immovable joints, that is also called as a fixed joints, and they are basically zip like joints. Okay, zip like, how we use zip to join two parts, and because of that, that parts do not move. Yes, because of the zip, but they join each other. Same way, fixed joints are zip with each other. And basically, if you talk about our brain case, okay, brain case, that is called as a cranium, that is called as a cranium. This cranium has a fixed joint, they are not movable. Okay, now if you'll hear in the picture, the blue circle is given, and that is nothing but a fixed joint, zip zipper like joints of the cranium. Okay, it is also called as a fixed joint, or it is also called as a immovable joints. Okay, now these joints are present in the skull. Skull means that is nothing but a cranium. Okay, because basically next topic, or next in the same chapter, we are going to study about the skull. But in a skull, cranium means a back of your back portion of your back portion of your, yeah, you can say that, which protect the brain. Okay, that is nothing but called as the cranium, the upper one, which is covered with the hair, that is nothing but a cranium. Okay, now next we are going to talk about the movable joints which allows the joints to move. Okay, freely movable joints, there are basically, if you talk about the movable joints, there are freely movable joints and partly movable joints. Okay, now if we'll talk about the movable joints, first one is a ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint, here in this joint, a rounded end of one bone is fit into the cavity of the other bone, and that is called as a ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint permit the movement of the bones in all the direction. If you move your shoulder, okay, you can move your shoulder all around. Same way you can move your legs from the thigh. Okay, also all around, you have to, for the moment, you just have to lay down and try to move your legs. Okay, it can move on all the direction from your hip. Okay, that means the hip joint, the thigh and the hip joint has a ball and socket joint, and same way your shoulder and upper arm has a ball and socket joint. Okay, if you'll see here, the picture is given to you is nothing but a ball and socket joint of your legs. Okay, of your leg. Okay, now after the ball and socket joint, we will discuss about the pivotal joint. Pivotal joint is the movement of your legs, movement of your neck is because of the pivotal joint. Okay, means pivotal joint, here basically what happens, the ball on a stick, suppose you have taken a stick and on that stick you have kept a ball. Okay, same structure pivotal joint has. Okay, means if you talk about your skull, and the skull is joined with the in the neck. Okay, the skull is joined to the backbone, upper uh, two vertebrae of the backbone. Okay, and that is nothing but called as a pivotal joint. Means the pivotal joint means the skull and the first two vertebrae of the backbone. This is the location of your pivotal joint. Pivotal joint allow the movement in many planes. For example, up and down, side to side. If you'll move your neck, you will able to move your neck from up and down and side to side, from left side to right hand side. Okay, this way also, and in a rotation also you will able to move your, you'll move your uh, neck. Okay, why? Because of the presence of the pivotal joint. Okay, now with the pivotal joint, next joint is a hinge joint. Okay, hinge joint means, have you seen, if you observe your door at your home, okay, this door, the movement of the door, isn't it? The movement of the door means from the 180 degree. Okay, you'll open your door and you can close it. Okay, that why it's happened? Because of the hinges present on the door, and same hinges are present in our body. Basically, these hinges are present in our knee and elbow. Okay, these hinges are basically present in present in knees and elbow. If you try from the elbow, you will able to open your hand, and you can close your hand with the shoulder. Okay, but downward direction you will not able to move your hand from your elbow. Same way, if you talk about the knee, the knee, with the knee also you can fold your leg inside, but you can't fold your leg outside. Why? Because of the presence of the hinge joint. Clear? Same way, now next joint is gliding joints. Next joint is gliding joint. Gliding joints, if you will try to, it's just move, you are able to move your wrist. Okay, same way legs, palm of your leg. Yes, that movement is nothing but a sliding movement, means limited movement. Gliding joint allowed only limited movement. Yes, and that movement maybe you, if you'll see with the backbone, you'll able to bend down and you can go straight, but backward direction your backbone cannot be moved, and that is because of the gliding joint. Gliding joints means limited movement, and that's why gliding joints are called as a partly movable joint. It is called as a partly movable joint. Okay, now here backbone, then your wrist, then palm, that has a gliding joints. Okay, now with the gliding joints, next here we are going to discuss about the skeleton system. Okay, skeleton system is nothing but a frame of bones and cartilage, okay, which support the body of an animal or a human being. That is nothing but called as a skeleton system. Skeleton system of the human body is made by the 206 bones and a cartilage. If you talk about the bones, then bones are hard and cartilage is soft and elastic. Okay, if we'll talk about the skeleton system, the skeleton system basically skeleton system is basically comprises of the skull. Then we are starting from the head. Okay, that is skull, then backbone, then rib, breastbone, bones in arms and legs, shoulder, hip, and pelvic bone. These are nothing but called as a skeleton system. See, the skeleton system which is inside the body and made from the bone in an animal, basically like us. If we talk about our skeleton system is inside our body and it is made by the bones, so we are considered as a endoskeleton animals. Okay, and the few animals, they are having their skeleton system out of their body and they are not made by the bones, and those means the skeleton that is outside of the body and not made by the bone is called as a exoskeleton animals. For example, snail or tortoise, okay, they are considered as a exoskeleton animals. Okay, endoskeleton and exoskeleton, this just for the sake of your knowledge I am giving you. Okay, now if you see, have you seen the x-ray machines? Okay, basically x-ray machines, here we are with the help of the x-ray machine we can study our bones, how they are present in our body. But why the x-ray machine? That x-ray machine, with the x-ray machine, x-rays are passed through our body, and these x-rays cannot pass through the bone, they can pass through the muscles, they cannot pass through the bones. And that's why the basically doctors use these x-ray machines for to examine whether there is a fraction, yeah, fracture or dislocation of the bone is there in a there or not. Okay, and that's why x-ray machine is used. X-rays cannot pass through the bone. That means we can say that bones are very very strong, hard one. Okay, they are harder. But after the, if you'll not take care of your bones, your health, the after the age growth, there may be some problem with the bones. Okay, they may get little, they may lose their hardness. Okay, that we will study in next further classes. Okay, now after the bone we will discuss about the cartilage. Cartilage basically they are flexible organs. Okay, they are little bit flexible, elastic hai. Okay, and they are transparent, and these cartilage are found between the joints. Okay, see, basically bones are little bit harder. If two bones are joined together, so at the joining of that bones, the bones are covered with the cartilage, and with this cartilage, as it is flexible, as it is elastic, they get easily stick with each other with the help of ligaments. Okay, means we can say that cartilage is present between the joints. Okay, then it is also present in the ear lobes, the nose of your body. Then these na cartilage, if you talk about our trachea, there also trachea means the windpipe, that is also made by the cartilage only. Okay, means we can say that cartilage help to give shape and flexibility of the organs and support the structure. Same way, if we are going to learn about the skeleton system now, in a skeleton system also our breastbone and ribs are joined with each other by the cartilage only. At the joining of the breastbone and the rib, there is a cartilage. Okay, means in the different parts of our body cartilage is present, and it gives shape and flexibility to the organs and also support the organ. Okay, now this is the cartilage present here. A few example of the where the cartilage is present. Okay, now function of the skeleton system. Here in the function of the skeleton system, basically the very important function of the skeleton system, it forms the framework of the body. Means all the animals, yeah, all living beings, they have a particular shape of their body because of the skeleton system. If you will talk about the animals, different animals have their different body shapes according to the framework of their skeleton. Okay, different animals have a different framework because of the skeleton. Same way, if you talk about the skeleton, helps to protect and keep the delicate organs of the body. Okay, the skeleton system basically protect the delicate organs of our body and also keep those delicate organs in their proper position is done by the skeleton only. For example, bony cage. Oh, okay, bony cage means the breastbone, ribs, backbone. Okay, means our rib cage. This rib cage protect heart and lungs, and this heart and lungs get protected by the rib cage, and these bones and these lungs and heart are fixed inside the rib cage because of the that means we can say that rib cage protect the bone, heart and lungs. Same way, skull, our skull protects the brain. Okay, then if you talk about the backbone, our backbone protect the spinal cord. Backbone protect the spinal cord. The spinal cord is very very delicate and it gets protected by the backbone. This individually we are going to learn in our next lesson, in the next video. Okay, now next basic function of the skeleton is it provides support and give shape to our body. Okay, because of the if we'll talk about the lion, elephant, then lizard, snake, they have a particular shape of their body. Why? Because of the skeleton system. Then skeleton system also help us to move. Okay, our different parts of the body, the movement of the different parts of the body means now we can say that the different parts of the body, the movement of the different parts of the body is done with the help of muscles by the skeleton only. We are able to move our hands, legs, we are able to move our eyes, lid of eyes. That is only because of the skeleton system. Okay, now in this video we have learned about the joints, different types of joints, then skeleton system, its function and different functions of the function of the skeleton system. Then we have here we have learned the location of the different joints, what are the different types of joints present in our body, then movement and locomotion of our body. Okay, next video we will discuss about the various organs of the skeleton system. Okay, till then, bye and have a nice day.